Hi Taurus, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of February 11th through the 17th. This is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising signs. So Taurus, for this reading, I am using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck along with the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. All right, interesting. At the bottom of the deck, I do have the Five of Wands. Okay, Taurus, let's see here. So Five of Wands for me can be internal, but also can be external energies that you're dealing with. Five of Wands can represent competition around you, misunderstandings, jealousy. For some of you, there definitely could be something going on maybe within the workplace. Some of you could be dealing with maybe a lot of competition. Those of you that are coupled, that are in a relationship here this week, watch your communication, pick and choose your battles. This can be, you know, fighting over small, insignificant things, petty things. What's interesting is, okay, very interesting. We have the Four of Cups here. So the Four of Cups for me can be someone who is lonesome, emotionally bored, emotionally wanting more for themselves. So maybe some of you are conflicted internally. Maybe you're not happy within a situation. Some of you, that could be within a relationship, but that also could be with a job. Not happy with something. And so Five of Wands, again, it can be internal. So some of you maybe are about to make some changes, but it just might take you some time. Some of you have to overcome some internal stuff before, maybe, Taurus. Because the overall energy for you guys for this week is the Hierophant. Those of you that work for a big company, again with the Five of Wands, there could be competition, lots of competition around you. Those of you that are married, pick and choose your battles. The Hierophant can obviously represent marriage, more traditional relationships. We are starting out here with the Two of Cups. So those couples definitely needing to pick and choose your battles, watch your communication. Now here we have the Two of Cups with the Nine of Swords. So maybe I'm reading for some Taurians that you're stressing about a relationship. Nine of Swords, maybe staying up at night, overly thinking about something, overly stressing about something, maybe fearing the worst. So when you see the Nine of Swords, Taurus, there's definitely the need for you to take back your power or take control of your thoughts. Some of you, this is some internal stuff that you're dealing with, Taurus. The Hierophant does represent your sign as well. I think that some of you, there's some internal stuff here. With the Queen of Swords, this definitely can be your energy, Taurus. Now, some of you might have air in your chart, but some of you are just maybe all up in your head. You know, you have this mental energy here with the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Swords. You know, if you're a Taurus that is working a lot, maybe that's a cycle that needs to complete. There could be a cycle that is trying to complete for some Taurians here. Nine of Swords will come up when some of you are just really lacking in the sleep department. So just make sure that you're taking extra good care of yourself, Taurus. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. The Two of Cups, for some of you, can be a relationship that's significant, definitely. But for others, you know, there might be a family member, there might be a friend, there could be a business partner that's significant here this week. So, you know, when it comes to relationships overall, you know, with this energy, I would just, you know, watch my communication to avoid, you know, conflicts, to avoid misunderstandings. But we do have the Ace of Cups here. So we have that Two of Cups, and then I have the Ace of Cups. And so for some of you, you know, maybe someone wants to reconcile, and maybe you're kind of stressing about that. Maybe you're not sure. For others, this could be new love that's coming in with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. But the Queen of Swords can be someone who's been hurt in the past. Her guard is up. So for some of you Taurian women, maybe your guard is up, especially for those of you that this is new love, or someone who's maybe trying to reconcile with you. Maybe you've been hurt in the past, and so your guard is up. Here we do have the King of Cups, so there certainly could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces male energy around you, Taurus, this week. That's significant. And so those of you that are already coupled, you might be coupled with this King of Cups. And with the Ten of Rods here, maybe this relationship is weighing on you in some way. Ten of Rods is someone who's burdened, stressed out, weighed down by something. Along with this Nine of Swords, some of you are tired, physically tired. Maybe a relationship with someone is draining, Taurus. So if a relationship is draining, I mentioned that for some of you with cycles trying to complete, maybe for some of you, you might need to use this sword. You know, it might be time for you to cut out of your life that's no longer serving you. If something's weighing you down or stressing you out, you know, if you're in a relationship where all you guys do is bicker and fight and you don't get along anymore, Taurus, you know, maybe you have to lighten this load a little bit. Maybe you have, you know, an important decision to make. But here we do have the Seven of Cups, so there could be some Taurians that you're looking at those options. Looking at the options as far as maybe what can help you. For those of you looking at your options, just make sure you're seeing everything clearly, because some of those options might be good, maybe others not so good. The Seven of Cups for me is that emotionally scattered sort of energy. So for some of you that are dealing with some internal stuff here, you know, this can be, you know, that confusing, emotionally scattered energy here. So just make sure you're, you know, looking at the details, make sure you're seeing everything clearly. Maybe some of you need to ground your energy. But I think that something's trying to complete here. We have the World. You know, I feel like with the 9, the 10, the 1, the World, you know, a cycle is trying to complete here. But it might come down to you maybe lightening your load in some way, Taurus. For other Taurians, you know, with the Ten of Rods, you might have a lot on your plate. And that could be on the relationship front. That could be with, you know, maybe the company you work for. Other Taurians, maybe you have legal matters that are ongoing. It might be a time to look at those options with the Seven of Cups. Maybe there's a King of Cups that can help you. Maybe there's a Queen of Swords that can help you. The World for me can represent completion. It can speak about that phase or that chapter of your life completing. You successfully completing a chapter, and so now being able to start the next chapter. But I always say it's a process. So some of you could be going through that process right now. If something is taking a little bit longer to complete, like if you have a legal matter that's ongoing, if something is taking a little while to complete, don't stress about it. Very much needing to keep the faith, needing to stay out of your head. and maybe needing to look at those options, because with the Seven of Cups and then the Ace of Cups mirroring it, Taurus, there is a good option here. There is like a blessing. There is an option. There is something new that's available to you, but some of you maybe have to see it. Maybe you're not seeing it because we have this internal stuff here for some of you. So yeah, very, very interesting reading, Taurus. I definitely suggest watching your other signs. So watch your sun, your moon, and your rising sign just to get the most insight. Because it's definitely a very interesting spread for you guys this week. Let's pull you an additional guidance card, Taurus. You know, if you have a lot on your plate, Taurus, you are dealing with it. You are getting it done. If some of you are dealing with like people that are trying to maybe get under your skin, or you're dealing with jealousy, you know, if you're dealing with quite a bit, Taurus, you are dealing with it. Some of you might need to take on this Queen of Swords energy, which, you know, she can be, you know, someone who's, you know, fierce, someone who's incredibly strong. She has a sharp tongue, very intelligent, you know, speaks well. Some of you definitely might be taking this energy on. So these did land upright. This is quite a bit of additional guidance, Taurus. We will look at all of them, but the card that is on top here that I feel like is very significant for you guys, this is the one that I feel like is very meaningful here. We have butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. And so some of you could be going through this process, through this transformation right now. Again, there could be something that's completing within your life, but you're going through that process right now. You could be changing, you could be growing, you could be transforming. You know, and change isn't easy. We do have dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion, which is interesting because we have that Seven of Cups. Maybe some of you need to see things clearly. Again, you might have an option or a blessing, an opportunity that's literally right in front of you, but some of you maybe need to see it. Coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. So if something is delayed, or you have to kind of move down an alternate route, just have faith. Everything happens for a reason. Otter spirit, you are never alone. So definitely feel like many of you are being spiritually guided here as you go through this great change. And then we have koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. I mean, all of these resonate very, very much, Taurus. Koala spirit, spirit has a plan. You are loved. Some of you, I feel like you need to look at those options. You need to have faith. Some of you take extra good care of yourself here this week. Maybe needing to let go of things that are no longer serving you. You are going through this great change. And so just know that, Taurus. All right, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great week.